for today on my everyday carry tool bag. This is my Maxpedition bag. There's a lot of great reviews on the bag itself on YouTube, so I'm not going to go through the features of the bag other than to give it 2 thumbs up and say, love it, this is a great bag. I think it's the best of its style, intent. I think the quality and all that is probably better than most of the others I've seen. I used to carry this bag, which is made by a company called Condor, which is very similar, but definitely not as good. The features aren't as good as on the Maxpedition bag. It's a little bit smaller, maybe ½ an inch shorter lengthwise and widthwise, and maybe 1/4 inch or ½ an inch depthwise. So it's not quite as big. And I really needed the little bit of extra space that the Maxpedition bag offers. But definitely in terms of quality, this is like a $9.50 bag. Maxpedition bag, as you know, is $20, $25 bucks, whatever it is. So it's obviously more expensive, but hey, you get what you pay for. Beautiful digital foliage camo, nice quality stitching. This is a great bag. Okay, so let's go through the contents. Now this is a everyday tool bag for me in my little urban environment here in Southern California. This is not a survival bag if I get lost in, zombie apocalypse or whatever. It's just stuff I carry to have with me to deal with my life on an everyday basis. Some of these things would be helpful to me if the zombie apocalypse happened, but I'm not counting on it. So here's the thing. First we have our Benchmade rescue hook. If you watch my other videos, you know I use this pretty much every week, opening blister packs or cutting paracord or other threads or opening other boxes, whatnot. Great little tool, handy to have on hand, still sharp as the day it came out of the box. Haven't had any edge problems with this yet, so just updating them for you and using this. It's still going strong. A length of duct tape. This is the Gorilla brand, about 10 feet, wrapped up on an old credit card of some type that's no good anymore, and you can never have too much duct tape, can you? Moving to the inside, nice little double zipper clamshell opening so you get the whole thing open. First items we have going left to the right across the bag, a couple of screwdrivers. These are Husky brand, and they're about $8, $9 a piece, something like that. So fairly inexpensive, good high quality tool. What they have are double-headed bits, and so you get on this one is a Phillips head and a standard head, and they've also got the little bearing ball retainer that goes in there so it doesn't just fall out on you. And then the handle, look at that, you get 3 extra bits, all 3 of them double-sided. So you get, 4 sizes of Phillips and 4 sizes of standard head screwdrivers. They're all small sizes. These are not tools for large screws. These are more precision screwdrivers. This one carries the star bits. So you have 8 different star bit size heads, all of them in the small range, but this is great for all the electronics, so laptops and cameras and camcorders and whatnot. Anything that uses the star bit drives or screws, this is the driver that you want for that. I have that. I have Sharpies. I have a black one and a silver one. Black one is obvious. Silver one is if you ever have to write on something dark, black won't show up, silver does. Dig that. That's good to have. Now here's the thing that is handy if the zombie apocalypse ever happens. This is just an emergency whistle. CountyComm $1.45 or something like that, I think, for this thing. Really loud. If you put some wind behind this thing, you're going to make lots of noise. And that's the idea behind an emergency whistle. You can blow an emergency whistle longer with a lot less effort and make a lot more noise than you can by yelling or screaming. Certainly if you're injured, you want to conserve energy, and this is a great thing to have on hand. Southern California, we're rife with earthquakes, and it's the potential to get into a situation where you're trapped or lost or need help is reasonably high. So I think for the cost and the what it is in terms of its size and weight, I think this is a great thing to have on hand. I require all of my family members, my immediate family members, and any of my friends and neighbors I can talk into it, to carry an emergency whistle on their person. So my kids have them in their backpacks, purses, whatever it is they carry on them every day. They're required to have an emergency whistle on hand. It's also good for If you need to signal for help, you know, just if you've got bad people around and you need to get attention, it's good to have that on hand. So that's an emergency whistle. Please, everybody, go get one. Okay, a couple of extra handy tools here. These are Norton cleaning sticks. These will not help you much in the zombie apocalypse. I'm so sorry. They're kind of thin, and I'm sure if you actually use them to stab a zombie, they might break off or get you too much in contact with zombie bodily fluids, which is not a good thing. So they're no good for you in the event of the end of the universe. But for day to day, these are really handy. So they clean everything from behind your fingernails to the tight spaces on your keyboard between your keys and the surrounding case. I've used these to spread glue. Just a variety of things these come in handy for. Good to have on hand. They don't cost very much. Don't weigh very much. The bag has a pocket here in the back, and all I have back here right now is a backup pocket knife. So this is a Kershaw Leek assisted opening. This is a great knife to have for urban environments. Not a great knife for the zombie apocalypse. There are much larger knives which are much more handy for zombie apocalypse. But for everyday office environment, this is a great knife. This flat blade is really excellent at opening paper, boxes, packaging, tape, just cutting stuff, threads, whatever it has you might have on hand that you need to cut. Even your finger if you're not careful. The only bad thing with the Leek is, you've probably seen reviews, this, if you look at the spine on this, is really thin, especially out towards the tip, and the Leeks are prone to break out here on the tip. That's from impact, point on, or sideways. So you can't use this to pry open stuff, and if you're going to stab something with this, better make sure it's worth the cost of the blade to break it, because it'll probably snap off on you. But as a everyday backup blade, it's really sharp and is great to have on hand. Okay, now we have a little Kubaton, nice little tool, self-defense. Yes, good for that. Also good for as a little extra impact tool. So occasionally you need to just nudge something a little bit, or you've got a nail that you've come across that needs a little bit of extra persuasion. This is a really dense polymer, so it's really great for a little bit of impromptu hammering. It won't replace a hammer, but it is kind of handy to have on hand. I've used it to pop open boxes and do a variety of things, so I haven't had to self-defend with that, but am prepared to do so should the need arise. Okay, what have we got here? We've got a CountyComm widget bar. This is a nice, handy little pry bar. Used it for some of the things it's intended for, brads and small nails, things like that. Also use it for staples. That's what I use it for mostly, because I have an office environment. This is a great staple puller. I know maybe there are better staple pullers made out there, and you can buy it at your office supply store, but none of them are as fun or cool as the CountyComm widget bar. So we have that. We have what every office person ought to have is an extra USB drive. So there's a little flash drive, 8 gig for this one. And you never know when you need to swap files or borrow files from somebody. So always good to have one of those in your everyday carry bag. You also need to have a really good flashlight. And for the size and weight, the Streamlight Pro is, the Stylus Pro is probably the best deal there is. It's very bright. 2 AAA batteries power this sucker. 1 LED light bulb there in the end. Very lightweight, aircraft aluminum. Pretty blue, huh? And a nice blue color. They come in other colors too, red and black and silver. But for 20, 25 bucks, whatever they are, I haven't found a flashlight which is this size that I like enough more to put in more money for a brighter light. Occasionally the lights go out in the office building, and really this is sufficient light for me to find my phone, or to find the exit door, or to, deal with whatever the darkness is, or if I'm coming home late and I need to, find the front door if I'm lost or something. Whatever, this is a great little light to have on hand. Yep, there are a lot of options, but I dig that one. Okay, now the Maxpedition bag does have a couple of carry loops sewn in to the top, one on this side with a little webbing strap on it. I don't have anything on that one at the moment. This side I have just a couple of items. I have a CountyComm Peanut lighter. This is a great little lighter to have on hand. Let's see if we can get fire. First strike. Second strike. There we go. We have fire. Why do I need fire in an urban environment? This is not for survival purposes, although, yes, this would be handy if the zombie apocalypse does happen sometime in the near future. I will be able to make fire on the second strike. But what I do use this for every day is silly stuff. To be honest, I hate loose threads and clothes, shoes, whatever. So yeah, I just burn them off. I burn them rather than cut them. Number one, if I burn the threads off, they'll burn off closer to the source of the loose threads than the material than if I try and cut it off. Let's take for example this one here. So I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a loose thread right there. You can see that. So if you see what happens is it'll melt. And so not only does it get rid of the loose thread, but it seals it all the way back against the source fabric. And so that makes it then look nice and clean. So there, now we can see there's no loose threads on that bag. If I tried to cut that, I risk pulling the thread loose further, and I probably won't get it as close to the fabric, and also risk cutting the fabric. So I like using fire for loose threads, and that's honestly what I use it for most often. I don't think I've ever started a campfire with this particular lighter, so, but could if I needed to. Hey. Alright, hello, have another flashlight here, another great little CountyComm product. In case you don't know, like many of us, I'm a big CountyComm fan. This is one of their blue LED lights, very handy, like the cool blue color factor. Yeah, I know that's designed for medical personnel because medical people like blue, I guess. I don't know why. Night vision, low visibility from distance, they won't spot you hiding in the jungle or something. That's good. I like it for the cool factor. So, and it works really well. Okay, we have a Leatherman Surge, a P4, which has the plier into it. These are handy little pliers. They're small. They're not going to tackle very many big tasks, but there's a lot of small tasks, particularly tasks where I need to get into a tight space, and the size of these are great. And of course they have all the other varied and sundry famous little Leatherman tools on them, the little screwdrivers and little pocket knife blade and little fingernail file. Great little tool. Good reviews on that online available already, so I'm not going to go through it, but just that's what I carry to round out some of my tool needs. And one of my favorite tools is the CountyComm Precision tweezers. I think that's what they call them. Let's see if I can read it. Somewhere it says, yeah, I'd have to get my glasses on. I can't read it. I'm pretty sure that's the right name. But they're fine point precision tweezers, quality steel construction. These are really great to have on. I think the thing I like about them most is that they have this little carry clip. And I can attach it to my little machinist loop there. This is great. I don't have to have a loose pair of tweezers that don't ever fit in any of these loops and always are falling down or poking through other things. And the carry clip, the tweezer portion, is protected, so it's not poking anything else and not getting damaged. So I think these are the best tweezers for my money available. So have those in a couple different places. Dig those. Okay, that's the contents of my little everyday carry bag. And this rides in the front pocket of my backpack briefcase thingy. And yeah, that's the video. So thanks for watching YouTube. Hope you guys are having a great day. I appreciate all your comments and all your support.